Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Brazil versus Colombia in CONMEBOL Copa América 2024 Group D, the final match day of the group stage. It's that simple. Brazil or Costa Rica will advance. On the night, Colombia is moving on to the CONMEBOL quarterfinals. We know that. Paraguay are eliminated. There is one team of two that will still be alive at the end of the night. It'll either be Brazil or Costa Rica. Most likely Brazil, but if Brazil gets stomped out, Costa Rica, if they win by enough, they will advance. So it's a simple thought process of who can do it. But Brasil contra Colombia en la CONMEBOL Copa América Grupo D, la final, día de la fase de grupos de la Copa América. A simple thing here, and we will move on to the knockout stage. Nice. You sure you're not Pepsi? I know, because I know he's a San Antonio fan. I can see the logo. So, are you sure you're not Pepsi? Or are you just somebody different? And I don't know. It'll be weird if he pops up. It's like, I see two Crusties. Be weird when he pops up and I say I see two Crusties. But starting 11s are as follows. But nice. But they speak Portuguese, so I mean, technically right, but they speak Portuguese, so I'm not going to get into that minefield. Starting 11s are as follows. For Brazil, in goal, Alisson Becker. Right back, Danilo, the captain. Center back, Eder Militao. Center back, Marquinhos. Left back, Wendell. Center defensive mid, Bruno Guimarães. Center defensive mid, João Gomes. Right wing, Rafinha. Cam, Lucas Paquetá. Left wing, Vinicius Jr. Striker, Rodrigo. Colombia starting 11, Camilo Vargas, Atlas. Left back, Diver Machado, Carlos Cuesta, Davinson Sanchez, Daniel Munoz, John Arias, Jefferson Lerma, Richard Rios, Luis Diaz, John Cordoba, and James Rodriguez is the captain. You know what? Maybe it is Pepsi's evil twin, or his opposite. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. You may be on to something, Alex. You may be on to something. You may be on to something. How we doing, Henry? How we doing, Rory? You might be on to something. This might be some goosebump shit. Hi, Ryan. As a Seleção fan in England, the reason bosses count on you to be the eyes and ears tonight. Rafinha back in. Savio's better. I think Savio played better. Rafinha being in is a choice, but I guess they don't think they're going to get stomped out 4-0. And they also don't think Costa Rica could win 3-0, but I don't think Brazil wins this game. I don't. But as it stands, I don't think they win this game. Do I think they get stomped out 4-0? It's possible. I'm not going to say it's a likelihood, but it's possible. Is it a likelihood that Costa Rica wins 3-0? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But funny how Camilo Vargas is their first choice keeper, even though he isn't the best Colombian Liga MX keeper. Meyer's better than him. Well, here's the thing about that. He just did it for half a season. Good season with Cruz Azul, but Vargas has won trophies. He's won trophies. He's had longer time of being consistent. And timing is everything, so to speak. Timing is everything. And when you have a longer, consistent... Vargas was never the problem at Atlas. Let's just be honest. He was never the problem. They may have sucked. He was never the problem. He might have put them in a better position than not. Meyer is better than him right now, but if you're a national team, you're like, okay, what's his situation? How consistent has he been? Is he the problem? He might not be better than Meyer right now, but Meyer just did it for 6 months. Vargas has been consistent for about 2 years. I feel like you have more to say in that rant. See, if my ring light wasn't busted, I might have went even longer. According to you, Ochoa should start. That's not what I said. Oh, so his second account is Diet Coke, I guess. Alisson in goal. Wendell, Marquinhos, Eder Militao, Danilo, Bruno Guimarães, Lucas Paquetá, João Gomes, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Rafinha. I just think he has a burner account. Or he just changed his name. I don't know. But that was a little fun moment. Nice. But they're both out, so... Showing love to both makes no sense. Vargas when they're both out. Vargas, Machado, Sanchez, Cuesta, Munoz. Lerma, Rios. And we got Diaz, Rodriguez, Arias. And up top, we have Cordoba for Colombia. But, hey, now that the U.S. and America are out, I welcome you to the Canadian bandwagon. Unless you just want to support Messi. But we're off with Costa Rica, Paraguay. That is started. We'll wait a couple of seconds for Brazil, Colombia to start. I don't see them losing. But Costa Rica, Paraguay, if Costa Rica wins 3-0, then we might. And Brazil loses by a lot, by a pasting. Brazil could be eliminated. Very likely, I don't think that'll come to pass. But there's a reason why they play the games. There's a reason why they play the games. Federationally, Mexico. Performance-wise, the USA. It depends on how you're asking the question. Depends on how you're asking the question, but Rodrigo being Brazil striker is not ideal. We know that. Richarlison is more effective, I feel. Brazil under Dorival Jr. won't get stomped. Law on the shirt you have on. Pride is there. Well, I have a Brazil shirt and I don't have a Colombia one. So when you buy a $15 Brazil shirt at a secondhand store like Ross and you're going to cover them at least 3 times in 1 month, if not 4, it's a useful buy. It gets its money's worth, you know? It gets its money's worth. And I don't look too bad in yellow either, but... You know, it gets its money's worth. 38 seconds. It's better than a yellow and blue John Cena shirt that I wore during the World Cup. So, the colors are there. The logo isn't. But, hey, when you have when you find a $15 shirt at Ross, you take it. Or you buy it. But, good deal. Really good deal. It's not a jersey, but it looks like one. Who cares? Pretty much looks like one. Who cares? As the logo, it works. It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. Besides, if I cover them even more, well, there you go. I mean, the World Cup, so 1:16 Brazil, Colombia, and they don't have the timer up right now for Costa Rica, Paraguay, which that's probably about 15. I'd say about 1:45 probably over there. 2:19. Oh, they're a minute ahead. 0-0, 0-0, 0-0, 0-0. I agree with that. Well, he had ACL surgery back in October when it happened. Winner gets Canada? No, that would be Venezuela. Or, as Ali Moreno would say, Vamos, Venezuela! I don't know why, but that's just infectious. Ali Moreno, Vamos, Venezuela. That's just infectious. I don't know why. Again, he's pretty good as a pundit. Oh, Costa Rica scores! 1-0 Costa Rica! 1-0 Costa Rica! Francisco 3 minutes in. Paraguay is so bad. Fidel Ambris and Guardado. Fidel Ambris and Andres Guardado. Boom. Header in by, and it's Francisco Calvo. Francisco Calvo with a header, and that's one for Costa Rica. -2 goal differential. Should be a good match. What minute I am? 2:57, but it's about to be the 3rd minute. Now it's 3 flat. 0-0, 0-0 Brazil, Colombia. Francisco Calvo just scored for Costa Rica. 4 minutes in. And right now, Brazil has to be careful not to get slapped by Colombia. Colombia in black, Brazil in the yellow. Kickoff has happened. The second kickoff of Costa Rica. Not surprised he's getting older. That would be a good friendly. And I would go for Palmeiras. I'll wear green. I'll go for Palmeiras there. In that friendly. 4 minutes in. 0-0. 0-0. Ali's a goat pundit. He calls things comprehensively, practically, and funnily. Paraguay will respond, though they aren't full of goals. We shall see. Panama, real kings of CONCACAF, most points and best goal difference. Yeah, to me, the real CONCACAF, kings of CONCACAF will be are the ones who make it furthest. Canada or Panama, which one? Let's see who makes it furthest. And if they both lose in the quarterfinals, who lost worse? Or who lost better, I guess. That's weird, though. But Father Time comes for everybody. Even Tom Brady. He didn't get embarrassed that bad by Father Time, but he still got – Father Time still hit. I don't think it was completely Father Time's fault. I think it was a lot of extenuating circumstances. And when you give Father Time an opening, there you go. I agree, but his father's overrated too. So we already went over that yesterday, that LeBron James is overrated, just like Christian Pulisic. If you want to compare the LeBron James soccer thing, it's because Pulisic is so overrated it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Can you explain why Brazil lost to Croatia and Qatar? Assess Tite's management. They were comfortable with a 1 goal. Well, actually, I have it in the book right here. So let's flip back to the Croatia game. Here we go. Brazil was found with 1 goal in extra time. Croatia was a very, very tough defensive side, as they always are in World Cups. Brazil was found with 1 goal. They had one at the half through Neymar, and they thought they could hold it. Petkovic, of course, scores in the 117th, and on a very horrible defensive lapse by the Brazilian team. And that's another goal from Costa Rica. Alcacer scores 2-0. Alcacer scores 2-0. Costa Rica. But again, for me, I think Tite was fine with holding the 1 goal, as they were hoping. They thought 15 minutes would be enough to hold. But Livakovic made a lot of saves during the game. Croatia were very good defensively throughout the game. They gave themselves a chance, and they scored. They scored their goal. They went to a penalty shootout. Livakovic stood tall. Croatia's penalty takers were more composed. 4 straight penalties scored. Rodrigo missed a bad penalty. Marquinhos got saved, which normally doesn't happen. And Neymar didn't even take a pen because he wanted to be 5th. But honestly, and Vinicius Jr. will miss the next match if Brazil do advance with a yellow card. But again, Neymar should have taken the first penalty. In my opinion, Neymar should have taken the first penalty in that shootout to set him up. I think putting Rodrigo first, with him being 2 years younger and not as experienced in the big games, I think he's grown a bit over the past couple of years. But putting him first was a bad idea. Like, you really want to go there? Putting Rodrigo first in that shootout was a bad idea. Neymar should have went first. Then you go Casemiro, Peru. Then Marquinhos goes fourth. He probably feels a little bit more comfortable because they were right on the edge right there. He probably scores this. I mean, Livakovic did make some good saves, but I think if you give Marquinhos and he's not on the brink, a situation where he's not on the brink, he probably scores. James Rodriguez puts it over the bar. So the question is, I think completely Brazil believed that they were better, like they couldn't be touched. And then Croatia stood up and said, oh, really? Bet. And there you go. And I think they felt too comfortable in the end. I think they felt like, it's fine. It's fine. We got penalty takers. It didn't happen. 7th minute, Alcacer scores for Costa Rica. It's 2-0, 2-0 Costa Rica. A -1 goal differential for Costa Rica. So, with 4 points, and Brazil has the 5th points. That's the good news. Yeah, and he's actually assisting a lot of plays. But Costa Rica have a -1 goal differential with 4 points. But the problem is Brazil has a +3 with a 5th point because right now it's a draw. Shot past the post, or not past the post, but cleared by Colombia. And right now, Colombia's playing. Right now, I wouldn't say washed up, but we'll see what happens if he goes to the World Cup. But again, there you go. To me, Brazil wins 8. 1-8 against Colombia, 1 draw, 2 losses. Cross in. And Brazil are attacking. But here's the bad news for Brazil. They lose Vinicius Jr. for the next match if they so do advance. And he will also, I think, be eliminated. Not eliminated, but suspended. Bleh. That's bad. Bad phrasing. Suspended for a World Cup qualifier if Brazil does not advance. I think that's how it works. CONMEBOL World Cup qualifier. If they do not advance. So he'll be missing in a big game. I don't think that's needed. If either way, whether it's the Copa or a qualifier. Camilo Vargas, big shot, but saved by Camilo Vargas, and it goes out for a corner. 10 minutes in. So a minute behind Paraguay, Costa Rica. Brazil's attacking. They act like they're pissed off. They're looking pissed off after that yellow card. Who scores the brace, Rodrigo or Vinny? You mean tonight? It looks like Brazil's pissed. It might just be Vinicius. Be like, oh, we got a BS yellow? Okay. I wouldn't say BS, but he got a yellow? Okay, we're pissed. Boom. I mean, they're attacking pretty well right now. If Brazil loses, they could get grouped by Costa Rica. They got to lose by multiple goals, but they're playing a team who could beat them by multiple goals. And the way Costa Rica's playing, it's already 12 minutes, and they're up 2-0. So, if all things are equal, we're looking at a position where a 4-0 Costa Rica win would do it, I think. Imagine starting João Gomes over Douglas Luiz. That is pretty stupid. That is pretty stupid. I agree. As of now, yes. Well, actually, they have a -3 goal differential going into the game. It's now -1. A 3-0 would make it 0. 4-0 would make it 1. 2-0 would make it 2, or 5-0 would make it 2. Brazil's probably losing this game. So, in theory, yeah. Right now, 5. Can Costa Rica stick 5 on Paraguay? The way they're playing, I say yes. Free kick, Rafinha. Rafinha, free kick. Golazo! Goal, goal, goal. Gol de Brasil! Gol de Rafinha! 1-0, Brasil! What a goal, Rafinha. What a free kick. Vargas couldn't get a hand to it. Brazil. Now Costa Rica needs 7. Well, if they still lose. I don't know if this will hold. What do you mean? I've been crying. My sleep, let me tell you, I know I got eye bags. I've been doing a lot. I've been busy. I ain't been crying though. I've been happy per se in a lot of things. I've been happy. Rafinha on the 12th minute goal. 1-0 1-0. I've been really happy, all things considered. Why would I cry about the USA? I ran it because they deserved it. I've been busy. My sleep schedule's screwed. I've got eye bags. I ain't been crying, though. I'm actually very happy. I'm actually very happy. So. Costa Rica will never qualify if Colombia need the equalizer. Why does your shirt say Brazil? Because this is a Brazil game, and I bought a $15 Brazil shirt at Ross. Simple. Well, that's probably what you were inferring. That was what you were inferring. What happened last night? But hey, when you find a $15 Brazil shirt, Brazil's only English. Brazil with the S is Spanish and Portuguese. So for you, it's Brazil, but you speak English with the Z, with the Z. It's because you speak English. I don't know what it is in French. They ain't going to play Canada. I don't know if I'll figure it out. We probably were we were last year, so it's nothing new. It's nothing new. We're trash. Everything's falling apart at the seams. We're trash, so it is what it is. No, it was just this. So, ha! As he should. Name a Portuguese player in MLS. Let's see. Portuguese. We talk about Portugal Portuguese or Brazil Portuguese? Is there even one? I mean, wait. Damn it. What's the guy's name on St. Louis? Shit. I know he's Brazilian, but, we're talking Portugal. I don't even think there's a Portuguese player in MLS. Even Portuguese blood. Their language is Brazilian Portuguese. Managers are all to talk. Berhalter and Southgate are under the pump. Chief Dayfield did not have the nerve to take Neymar off after that terrific goal. He was tired. Fred was MIA too as a CDM. Well, there you go. I agree. Well, good. There you go. See? There's a good deal there. Where I don't think there's any. Joelinton should be on Brazil, but the manager hates him. Just like Douglas Luiz. But hey, at least they're winning right now. I can't believe it. 16th minute. But they speak Portuguese. They have Portuguese ancestry. Andre Horta used to play in MLS, but right now he doesn't play there. Like right now, I don't think there's any Brazil or Portuguese players. Now there's Brazilian Portuguese players. Like, damn it, the guy on St. Louis. So Celio Pompeu. There we go. Celio Pompeu. But Portuguese? No, at least I don't think so. Or, now the question is, does any Toronto players have Portuguese blood? Because, well, Academy or TFC2, because if you know anything about Toronto and Market Lane, well, you would know. There's a lot of Portuguese diaspora in Toronto, but they're still not Portuguese, just like with the flag, just like, well, Toronto Italians probably wouldn't represent Italy, so, you know, it sucks to hear. It sucks to hear that he got hurt, that the players are so sad, that the players are distraught, had to stop practice. It hurts, and I feel so sorry for Tajon. Sounds like a broken shin. It sounds like it, as far as I could hear. They had to bring in an ambulance, and everybody was somber. It must be bad. And it's sad because he was playing well in the last couple of games. Pedro Santos. Well, there you go. Pedro Santos from Portugal. There you go. Honestly, Cristiano wouldn't come to Toronto anyway. Bruno Fernandes, I really don't want. Pep, too old. Too old. Bruma's I think they were linked to him once, but so. Header, goal, goal. Offside. Colombia didn't score. It was called offside. 19th minute. Any player from Colombia you would want on Toronto? James Rodriguez, frankly. James Rodriguez, he's still got it. We need a number 10. James Rodriguez. He's still got it. Offside, no goal. He's still got it. Or defensively, they're checking it. They're seeing if it wasn't offside. Ruben Dias. There's no way he's leaving Man City for MLS. Not now. Yeah, I heard that. That's sad. And I hate it for Carlos. I hate it for him. Guy's a good dude. He's a good player. It's sad. And he wants to leave Mexico, play abroad. They're checking it on VAR. It's sad. It's very sad to hear that. And I hope he feels love from people. And I hope people show him love and all that he needs to be shown during this time. And it sucks to hear that. It's sad. Renato Sanches, the one who was good during Euro 2016. No way. Luis Martins, Portuguese. Well, there you go. Well, there's another one then. There you go. But 20th minute, they're still checking the goal. Still 2-0. 2-0 Costa Rica, Paraguay. 1-0 Brazil. 21 minutes. 22. I think he could be good for Toronto. But I'd rather have James. Still checking the goal. Bruno Valdez. The referees in Copa America, general thoughts. They're all horrible. Offside. It's offside still. Still 1-0. 1-0, no goal. Brazil still leads. But the referees in this tournament are horrible. Point blank, period. Like, the referees in this tournament are the worst. It's an absolute farce. The refereeing in this tournament is a farce. A farce. Whether it is towards CONCACAF or whether it's just in general, the refereeing in this tournament is a farce. Like, you might as well not even have a ref. You might as well not even have a ref, some of the stuff that's been pulled. You might as well just let it be a UFC fight. Actually, no, bare knuckle. You might as well. There doesn't need to be a ref. You want to play like this. There doesn't need to be. Anything goes. Royal Rumble. Street fight at this point. I think that's what he means, but, well, technically, well, no. Diego Costa was Brazilian, then he chose to play for Spain. But Diego Costa, he wouldn't leave Europe, but we already have Sean Johnson, so. Now, Diego Costa, the striker, honestly, we need a striker. I would go with Diego Costa. I mean, Connor was here when we predicted the CCL final, you know. But we'll see what happens. If we have a guest host during a stream, because that's their team, yeah. You know, we'll see. Like, I can't believe the official didn't shake Pulisic's hand. That's just wild. 24th minute. Like, that's just wild. Turkey versus Austria was an amazing game, and that save at the end of it was just mind-blowing. That was an amazing match. That was up and down the pitch. I hate it for Austria. I wanted to see Ralph's team do well, but Turkey played damn well, and Austria, it was a good game. Up and down. Machado gets a yellow card. Colombia's already advanced to the quarterfinals. Brazil advances with a win or draw. I mean, we need a striker. He hasn't played well. He hasn't played well with Chivas. I'm not too into it, to be honest. Is he better than Owusu even where he is now? Probably. Is he better than the strikers we have right now, even though he's sort of crocked? I would say probably. But is it going to be that much better? No. Yes. Yes, I did. I think I ranted about him for Game 7, yeah. I've ranted on him before. I think I did rant on him after Game 7, but more of a tranquil fury, but it was there. It was there. Rant. There's nothing for me to rant here about, to be honest. Brazil looked very much improved since Dorival's arrival. What do you notice, and what's the secret behind Colombia's 25 or so unbeaten run? Jamaica need pages from both books. Dorival, I guess, when you have no confidence, it is better to play defensively and try to figure it out and set yourself up defensively and try to stop shipping goals like they were. And then you build from there. And now they're starting to build from stop shipping goals. And you see more of the, especially after the Paraguay game, I think it all came together there. I think it legitimately all came together there. And they attacked very well against Costa Rica. The ref just screwed them. And they didn't get 3 penalties and they just didn't score. But I think it's starting to all come together. I think the attacking portion is starting to come together. They set up defensively. They stopped shipping goals because I think they did ship goals under Denise. I don't think it was like crazily shipped, but they shipped some stupid goals. I think they cleaned up the defense, then you build everything else. Because, again, yes, the best defense is a good offense, but when you don't have a offense that believes in themselves and you have a team that's down in the dumps, you have to start from behind and build their confidence from the back, in my opinion. So I think there's that. Colombia, on the other hand, I think James Rodriguez is having a second wind, for one. I think their manager is a very good manager. And third, they're just playing at a very, very high level. They believe in themselves. They have players who know how to play with each other, who know how to play the system, and how to attack very well, very confidently. Go forward and beat good teams. They're not afraid of anybody as well. But I think James Rodriguez legitimately is the key. Like the fact that he's got the most assists right now in the tournament. I think he's having a second win, but he's also proving that, well, one, he's still got it. Second of all, he's still very talented. And he wants to prove that he's still there. And playing forward, shot save. But again, I think it's a very much a team is a star vibe, but with players who can make things happen. So I think it's the fact they have belief. They're not afraid of anybody. They are good defensively, but they have offensive players who can make something happen in an instant, and they're all on the same page, I believe. 28th minute, that'll be cleared. Well, he should spit in their face, in my opinion. I think we're doing a Domingo Futbolero this week. So, yeah, I think so. Wait. Yeah, I think I am. Or no, is that next week? Either way, there will be a Domingo Futbolero Liga MX match covered. No, it has to be this weekend. It has to be. Has to be. I think it is this Sunday, but I agree with that. This game's going off the rails. I agree with that. I say he's a good fit. He's a tough defender. He would fit well with Kevin Long and Gomes. I think it's a good fit. Well, I hadn't heard anything about it as a rumor, but I'll take anything we could get to make our depth better, to be honest. Header cleared. There are people trying to bag on James. I gave him props every time he steps on the field. He shuts those morons up. I agree with that. I agree with that. He's playing damn well. Well, it's not actually a rumor, so which TFC player would you want on MLS All-Stars? For me, besides Bernadeschi because he's there, I would say if Tyrese Spicer and Alonso Coelho weren't injured, I want them both on that team. But timing was they got injured, so for a good period of time. So they're not there. And I can't say they were snubbed because they got hurt. But if they did not get injured, I would have been saying, hey, Tyrese Spicer and Alonso Coelho got snubbed for the All-Star team. They got snubbed. And Richie only played one MLS game this year, so that's not a snub either. So Richie, Coelho, Spicer, next year they'll get there, but injuries stop them from being snubs. They'll be there next year, though. That referee was horrible last night, so. Yeah, Bernadeschi, as I said, he is on the All-Star team. I'm talking about people who didn't make it. James for Colombia is different than James with his clubs. I agree with that. But even then, James had a fall from grace, so to speak. And then here with Colombia, he looks amazing. But Everton was okay when Carlo was there, but then they got rid of him. And, well, you never really hear about what he's doing in South America on club level. So the fact he's shown up like this is, like, nice. So I think everybody has an affinity for James Rodriguez as a player. I agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Greg Vanney would be better than Berhalter. I agree. Vanney's actually doing pretty well with the Galaxy. And you know what? I think Greg Vanney would take the USA job, and I think he would do pretty good. He would do pretty good. I think he is a good coach. He just needs players to fulfill his system. You know, and I would like to see him succeed with the USA. I really would. You know? I agree with that. Messi's on the all-star team. Yes, of course he is. I think he shook his hand, then told him. I think he tried to shake his hand, then told him to celebrate. I think it was the other way around. Because what ref doesn't shake a player's hand? Like, it's like, okay, good game, good game. Like, even if you screw somebody or screw a team, right, the ref still's like, hey, you know what, I'm sorry. That was a bad decision, but good luck in your next, good game, so on and so forth. You are a punk or a bought-out scumbag if you're going to not shake a player's hand, in my opinion. It's my opinion. I think Pulisic tried to shake his hand, then he told him to celebrate with him. James was unfortunate to be in a Madrid midfield with Kroos, Isco, Modric, Casemiro, or else he'd play more for that Madrid team. I mean, yeah, his form did slip after a while. 34th minute, 2-0. Costa Rica, Paraguay, 2-0. 34th minute, Brazil, 1-0. Colombia, free kick for Colombia. Cross in, save, punched over the bar by Alisson. Should have done that. Well, he was sent off anyway, so he couldn't really do that. But, yeah, good point. Good point. Cross in, punched away, or headed away. Shot, blocked, corner. Shot by Richard Rios is a corner. My favorite players, Mario Balotelli, Marcelo Flores, and Edson. Tack is stressed right now. Oh, well, Brazil's winning, though. Brazil's winning, though. Like, I know Colombia's drew or hasn't lost in 25 games, but you're winning. 35th minute. Header. That would still be 5. Hold on. A win for Brazil would be 7 points. Colombia would have 6. So Brazil would actually win the group. If Brazil wins this game, Brazil wins the group. Colombia advances second, which would mean first place in Group C was Uruguay. So that'd be Colombia, Uruguay. Brazil plays Panama on Saturday. They're both on Saturday. If this holds, I know he is. I know he's streaming. I'm just saying your team's winning. Why are you stressed? Playing forward. And it also wins them the group if they win. Mind you, 7 points. They win the group. If they win this game, if they hold this result, they win the group. They play Panama. Colombia would then have to play Uruguay. That's a horrible way for a 25 unbeaten streak to end. 2 straight losses to Brazil and Uruguay. That's called a humbling moment. That's called getting humbled. It's called getting humbled. Especially to this Brazil team. It's called getting humbled. They're really going to find a way to still get Messi versus Brazil, aren't they? They're really going to find a way. Portland could beat Chivas. Portland could beat Chivas. I wouldn't say they could. I think it'd be a close game. I legit think it would be a close game. I think it'd be tight. If you played in Leagues Cup, I think it goes to penalties. I think it goes to pens, personally. I think it's going to be a tie game over 90 minutes, personally. Whether that's a scoring draw or not, it goes to penalties, in my opinion. If we're going by Leagues Cup style, it's going to pens. Whether it be played in Portland or Chivas, it goes to penalties. I think, personally. I personally think it does. Now, who wins the shootout? I think Portland. Crepeau's a better goalkeeper. Crepeau's a better goalkeeper than Tala Rangel. I think Crepeau's a better goalkeeper than Rangel. And I think they have better penalty takers. I think Portland would win on penalties. So, Portland, barely. Portland, barely. But I think they'd be going to penalties. But I trust Crepeau more on a penalty shootout, and I honestly trust Portland's attackers more on a penalty shootout, to be honest. So, there you go. We'll find out during Leagues Cup, maybe. Who knows? They're both in the West. We'll find out, maybe. We may find out. '38th minute. Defense wins you trophies. As I said, your best defense is a good offense. In my opinion, the best defense is a good offense. You press the ball, you keep the ball, you hit back on the counter. The best defense is a good press and a good offense. In my opinion, that's the way I see things. That's the way I'd coach it. The best defense is a good offense and a very good press. My opinion. Of course, you want good defenders, but, you know, I'm not saying you don't. I mean, they are going to attack at some point, but you want people who press the ball relentlessly. You want a good offense. Who would you root for if it's Club America versus Montreal, the two clubs you hate the most? Would you root for either? Would you not watch it? Well, I mean, I would have to cover it, wouldn't I? I'd root for America. I hate Montreal way more. I would root for Televisa FC for one. I did it in 2015. I didn't really hate Club America at that point, but I did it in 2015. I could do it now. Okay? I hate Montreal way more. I want them smashed by America again. But instead of Benedetto, I guess this time would be Henry, I guess. Chivas has a good defense, but you also need to score. They rely on Piojo Alvarado too much. I agree with that. Marks out 10 for Brazil's performance so far. Seems like they've highly focused and motivated. Who would you fancy between Colombia and Uruguay? I'd say Brazil's playing at an 8 right now. I'd say 8. I would say an 8. Now, I think they're very focused. I would agree. I think defensively they're very good. They're not giving Colombia anything. Again, they're very tough defensively, which is what, as I said, that was their building block. Alisson's playing a good game. They're keeping the ball in the offensive half, most of it as well. They're not really giving any lanes. I'd say an 8. This is a better performance than I expected from Brazil. Still 45 minutes, but who would I fancy between Colombia and Uruguay? Uruguay. I think, yeah, they didn't play well against the USA, or they didn't score much, but I think they knew they were through. I think they didn't really feel urgent. And that's the worst part about the USA game, is the USA had a chance, and they weren't urgent at all. Neither team was urgent. Uruguay didn't have to be, and the US didn't have to be. Now, you could say they played two crap teams, but Uruguay is a very talented team. Bielsa will be back. I could see a 90-minute draw on a penalty shootout there as well. Now, who would I trust on a penalty shootout? Rolche or Vargas? I mean, Vargas has been pretty good at penalty shootouts. And then the forwards, I don't know. It's tight, but I'd lean Uruguay. I'm leaning Uruguay. I do. Did you not watch the Argentina game? Did you not watch the Argentina game, the Peru game, or the Chile game that just happened? Oh, and pray tell, who was in goal for those games? Oh, yeah, Maxime Crepeau. Dude shut down Messi. What do you mean he wouldn't make 10 saves against Televisa FC? Corner. What do you mean he wouldn't? What do you mean he wouldn't? Dude shut down Messi. Oh, and Alexis Sanchez. And I guess Lapadula counts. No goals against. Oh, by the way, he also shut down Girault and Kylian Mbappe. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that either. 4 straight clean sheets against Mbappe, Giroud, Messi, Sanchez, and he can't make 10 saves against Televisa FC? You're delusional. You are absolutely delusional. Evander, duh. Evander, duh. And nobody, see, there's no cap there because nobody's talking about that. Oh, Crépeau shut down Messi. Nobody's talking about my point. Because it's right. They're just being like, oh, but Evander, blah. Now we're talking about Evander. So, guys, you can't question the Maxime Crépeau take. You can't. "43rd minute. Looks like they may get a penalty, Brazil. Brazil may get a penalty. Vinicius went down in the box. They may get a penalty. Gutierrez. Honestly, corner. It is a corner for Brazil. Diego Chara's a 6, so he's not an 8. But, you know, I'll give you Gutierrez. The three midfielders, when it comes to a Chivas Portland combined 11 are Diego Chara, Gutierrez, Evander. There you go. I'll say that. Evander can play the 10. Exactly, playing a free role. But Chara the 6, Evander the 10, and Gutierrez the 8. Exactly, I agree with that. Evander's better than Piojo. He's better. Evander's better than Piojo Alvarado. Player down hurt 45th minute. Because they're playing well, the finishing ain't there because Jesse Marsch relies on Kyle Larin and Liam Miller. If we actually played Schaffelberg and Tani Aluasei or Jason Russell-Rowe, we might have a better chance goal-scoring wise. The play is there. The finishing is not. So, yeah, it does mean we have to rely on Crépeau more. But you know what? That's Larin's fault. That's Liam Miller's fault. That's Liam Miller's fault. That's Larin's fault. The fact that Crépeau stood up and done what he had to do is a good thing because of those guys who can't play or can't play the system. Schaffelberg is better. Jason Russell-Rowe's better. Tani Aluasei's better. Buchanan was better, but he got hurt. Five minutes of stoppage time between Brazil and Colombia. Halftime between Costa Rica and Paraguay, it's 2-0. But with Brazil winning, that will not matter as it stands. Oh, that does. Okay, actually, that does. Okay. So, it does. Okay, so we will do that. Maximum Crépeau! Goal. Playing forward. Colombia! Go! 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 De Colombia! 1-1! Daniel Munoz burns down the wing and pops one in. There's the equalizer. Daniel Munoz scores. Slots one in. What a run. What a run from Daniel Munoz. He's been found, and he's on. Oh, No, he's onside. He's onside. Shot, goal. What a run. Onside. Goal for Colombia. He was onside by the other two defenders, I believe. He is. Evander is clear, Piojo. He is. He is. It's not offside. Daniel Munoz scores the goal. Now he should be stressed. Daniel Munoz scores the goal in stoppage time to tie the game up. You can't give Colombia a chance, and they finally gave him one. And there it is. Goal scoring, passing, runs, chance creation, assists. Well, chance creation. Yeah, we'll go with chance creation. But the pace, runs, ball playing, goals, chance creations. Well, I mean, even if Brazil won, no. Now it's a draw, yes. But, and if Brazil gets their ass kicked and it's like 4-1, then it's less. But Munoz scores 45 plus 2. 1-1, 1-1. Yeah, does Piojo have that? 99 on FB ref. Does he have that? No, I don't think so. I'm feeling far more settled about the Seleção Jamaica lost Hallgrimsson with playing style criticism. Harsh given the players available. Thoughts? It's crazy. I didn't expect Hallgrimsson to leave, but at least he's leaving now to give them a better chance to find a manager who can get them together during the windows, before the World Cup windows in June and starting in September for the next round. It's weird. I think they could have a manager who has them playing better, but do they get a player or a manager better than Hallgrimsson who could play a better system? That's the question. I'm not too sure. 50th minute. Time for character Brazil. Well done, Colombia. You can't give them time, and they did for once. Larrea. Easy, Larrea. Richie Larrea, easy. MLS merchant. I might be. I never said I wasn't. I might just be. Halftime, 1-1, 1-1, miro tiempo. Colombia has the draw. They would win the group with that. And Brazil's getting closer to a danger zone if Costa Rica could pick up the scoring pace. But as we speak at the half, Colombia leads the group. Brazil back to second. Costa Rica in third. Paraguay fourth. But Borjan trash. He should have been replaced a long time ago, even before the Jamaica game. But, of course, Crepeau. Well, technically, actually, Saint Laurent right now still plays in the PLSQ. They don't play in the Canadian Premier League yet. They may, but they don't yet. But, yeah, James Rodriguez could probably score 8 goals on Saint Laurent. I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what your point is. Chiquete better than Zuparic. Oh, I'll give you that one, yeah. Zuparic isn't bad, but Chiquete's better. I'll give you that one. I wasn't going to question that one. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. They would be at a better place, but the players are dumb enough they wanted Berhalter because Berhalter's their best friend. And they listen to the players because God knows, right? God knows. God knows. So, with that being said, let's We'll find out, but let's see. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight. 1-1 at the half. 1-1 esta noche, miro tiempo. Sit tight, I'll be back. 45 more minutes, of course, after the break. Sit tight. Well, you know, the half, but you get it. Wrong. Sit tight, I'll be back. We're back for the stats at the half. So stats at the half, 45% to 55% possession, 3 shots to 8, 2 shots on goal to 4, 127 accurate passes, 76% to 171, 87%, 7 fouls to 10, 2 corners to 3, 3 shots to 8. Got 2 shots on goal to 4, 168 pass to 196, 76% pass accuracy to 87. You got 6 throws to 13. You got 1 offside to 1, 2 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 1-1 at the half, 1-1 esta noche, medio tiempo. For me, Brazil, any need for substitutes? I think Savio should come on, in my opinion. I think Savio should come in for Girault. And they move Rafinha up to striker, at least to start the half. Paquetá, Vinicius are playing well. I think Vinicius has definitely led the charge for Brazil throughout the game. He's definitely forced the issue. He's giving everything, considering he would be out for the next game due to a yellow card. I think you start with Savio coming on at the half. Then you bring on Endrick as time goes on, maybe to actually replace Rafinha. And then push up. And then push all 3 up, basically, as a front 3 with Paquetá being, there's a cam. I think you probably bring in a Douglas Luiz just for Gomes to settle up the midfield, because you can't give Colombia any more chances. Again, I thought they were good defensively, Brazil, for most of the half, but you gave them a chance and they made you pay. I think you have to bring on a guy like Douglas Luiz to make sure that doesn't happen again. So I think Douglas Luiz should come on for Gomes, in my opinion. Savio for Girault, but Rafinha becomes the striker from that on. So basically you push up Rafinha. You bring on Savio to be the winger for Girault. Keep on Vinicius and Paquetá. But right now at the half, personally, I would bring on Douglas Luiz and Savio. That'd be the first couple of things I do. I think Vinicius has really pushed the issue. Girault hasn't really wowed me. Rafinha got the goal, of course. Very good on the free kick, but he's also played very well during this game besides that. So I think Girault's probably been the weak link, because they played him at striker instead. I think he's been the weak link throughout the half. Colombia, they got a chance. They've been gave a chance. They got the chance, and they put it away. They haven't been as great as they've looked throughout the first 2 games against Brazil, but they got their moments as well, and Colombia made them pay. You can't give them a chance to score on you. You just can't do it. So, and that happened, so it's tied. Exactly. That didn't make sense either. Martinelli better than Rafinha. I mean, I would agree with that to an extent, but Savio was on this team. I mean, you could put in Martinelli for Rafinha or Girault and push up Rafinha, unless you want to just go full on Martinelli at striker, Savio at the wing, Vinicius at the wing. If that's where you want to go, sure. Good. I'm covering Toronto on Saturday, so no. Joelinton. I think Davies could be a FIFA legend. Probably. Wow. That's Alex. That's some Kendrick Lamar level hate. Jeez. That's some Kendrick Lamar level hate. Okay. Alexi Vega. They not like us. He not like us. They not like us. And here comes the second half. Yep, the second half of the Costa Rica game started. A team would be a hero card. I could see that. '48th minute, still 2-0 Costa Rica. Well, I get what you're saying, but well, I mean, they were drawing. I get it. I get why he was doing the 1-1. I get it. Potential red card check in the Costa Rica-Paraguay game. I get why he was doing it because he's like, oh, hey, Bolivia's tied 1-1. Stay compact. Don't get scored on. I get what he was doing. I don't know if we should really hold him on that. Like, it would be malpractice not to tell your team. I mean, you shouldn't be hoping on Bolivia, but technically as it was, they were drawing. You should tell your team, hey, they're drawing. It'd be malpractice not to, even if you didn't trust them, the other team. It'd be malpractice not to tell them, in my opinion. But I don't know. Portugal, France, I might. Wait. Why they made Davies the left wing if I have an Mbappe card? Yeah, for some reason on FIFA Mobile, Davies is a left wing with a Copa America card. I do hope I get that one, though. Or they put him on that, like, pick 'em for the quarterfinals as a left wing. I do have a 99 Insigne, but be good for my bench. I mean, leveled up to a 99, but that'd be good for my bench. Yeah. But I do have a Jonathan David 94 striker. Up to a 30. Leveled up to 30, of course. So it was actually, what, 89? Out of the pack, I think it was 89. Then you level up 1, 90, level up 2, 91, level up 3, 92, level up 4, 93. It's not a bad card, but I could have a better striker. 50th minute, 2-0 Costa Rica, Paraguay, and Brazil, Colombia is about to start. Andreas Pereira is coming on at the half. Mojica comes on at the half for Colombia. Well, that's different. Money in the Bank predictions. Drew McIntyre wins the men's Money in the Bank and gets screwed over on the cash-in by CM Punk. That's my prediction. Other than that, I couldn't really tell you. Moso's better than Juan Mosquera. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Team of the season, David. No, the one that was a 94 that I ranked up was a winter wild card. Jonathan David. Holy shit, I've had that card for like 5 months. Was it 6? Either way. I don't see that push happening. Nice. 45th minute, playing forward, Wendell. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on as well. 2-0 Costa Rica over Paraguay. And there was no red card. Don't think so. 45th minute. Pack Team of the Year, Jude Bellingham during Team of the Year. Oh, me too. David Machado's off for Mojica for Colombia. Sammy ain't retaining. They need a Canadian crowd to get a W. Lucas Paquetá is off for Andreas Pereira. Why would Sammy not retain? 46th minute. And it would suck if Sammy lost in Toronto, though. From all the teams left, who has the best kit? Don't say Canada. Their kits are ass, especially the home kit. Are you blind? Canada's kits, honestly, are the best. I mean, Colombia's is okay. Brazil, not bad. Uruguay, basic Nike kit, but it ain't bad. Panama, a basic red kit, but it ain't that bad. Ecuador, it's a little bit too much. Venezuela, I do like Venezuela's away kit. That is a nice kit. That is a nice kit. I do like Venezuela's away kit. Their home kit, I mean, it's a good Vino Tinto kit, but their away kit is a very interesting kit. It catches my eye. Like the flowerish sort of pattern, the gradients, it catches my eye. I do like Venezuela's away kit. But Argentina's got some good kits. I think Canada, they're in that discussion for the best with the away for Venezuela, Argentina's kits. I mean, Canada's in the top 3 of the final teams left at least, if you want to be realistic and unbiased. But I would agree with that. Yeah, but they didn't make it through, so I agree with that. Yeah, you're probably right. And that's a goal for Paraguay. Paraguay score 2-1. Costa Rica leading. Paraguay still got a goal. It's 2-1. Player goes, that'll be a goal kick for Brazil. So Costa Rica is pretty much screwed. I mean, they were anyway, but feel like gifting a membership. Well, if you want to, do it. Timber's third kit's going to be gorgeous. Can't wait to buy that soon. Same here. I'm buying a Crapeau one. I like the purple. I like the old logo. I like the baseball script. Yeah, I'm getting Crapeau on that jersey. I need to get a Crapeau jersey. And, well, I need a Portland jersey as well. And Portland does good kits, to be totally honest. The home away, the last year away, or the last 2 years away. Portland never misses, but that new throwback is awesome. Two 2-1 Costa Rica, Paraguay, 2-1. Costa Rica, because, I mean, they almost got out of the group. There was like a 5-minute portion of where they almost got out of the damn group. So you know what? Give me Costa Rica. Give me Costa Rica. Cross in. Header over the bar by Colombia. But as we speak, Costa Rica are pretty much screwed from advancing. So it looks like this Brazil-Colombia game will be the 2 advancers. It's just a question of who finishes first at this point. Does Brazil win and finish first, or does Colombia get a result or win and finish first? I saw that. I think that'll be awesome. I really do. They'll look good when they're getting smacked around by guest teams. I may buy that gold and black kit, though. I do need a Mexico kit with a new logo. Or I think it may be the sublimated bird anyway. But I do need a new Mexico kit. But I also like the peacock kit as well. Maybe that could be my new logo kit. The black and gold Mexico kit. I mean, I like the pink and black Mexico kit with the old logo. I mean, there's a reason I bought it. There's a reason I bought it. But it's getting old at this point. Like, I've been wearing that thing for a lot of Mexico games for the past 3 years. Yeah, so it's getting old at this point. I probably need a new USA jersey to switch around. I probably need a new Mexico jersey. I probably should have bought that blue USA jersey from the Gold Cup last year, but or the bomb pop that they have now. But well, he was good with Cruz Azul. He was really good with Cruz Azul, and he's been amazing with Portland. It's just exactly, but yeah, I think that would work. 3 Mexico kits, and none of them are green. And none of them are green. And somebody did say I should buy the red Mexico kit from like 2014. Like secondhand, that I would look good in that kit. Somebody did say that. But I mean, red is a color I look good in, but like that red Mexico kit, I should as well. It'd be funny if I had 3 or 4 Mexico kits and none of them were green. It'd be funny. I'm not saying the black and gold jersey is questionable or what's the word? Controversial. I don't think the red one is either, but the peacock one and the pink and black was controversial. That's out for a goal kick. Yeah. 53rd minute. Real Madrid's bringing back the orange jersey. Did you see it? I didn't see it, but that might be the one I'll buy when Davies goes there. Who are your 3 favorite RSL players? Why, you ask? All time or current? All time is probably the better answer. Chicho Arango, Beckerman, and Damir Kralak. Like currently, though, Chicho Arango. João Plata. Oh, João Plata. Yeah, João Plata. That one burned me. João Plata, that burned. Because, I mean, he played for Tirana. And then they got rid of him. And then he went to RSL. And he was playing at Foz recently. I don't know if he's still playing there. But João Plata, I mean, I've always been a fan. Yeah, João Plata is there. I forgot about him. Yeah. The fact we got rid of him burnt me. But, you know, João Plata. Actually, no, yeah, more than Beckerman. João Plata. I'm more of a fan of Damir Kralak. So, yeah, give me João Plata all the time. Imagine if Rossi went to Club America. That would suck. America's trying to steal everybody's good players. Compensating for some, aren't you? 55th minute. 1-1. 1-1 esta noche. Plays back to Alisson. That'll be a goal kick. That Quinones money. I'm not an RSL fan. Why would I? I'm not an RSL fan. Why would I know? Besides Fidel Barajas, but he's leaving. Fidel Barajas is about to leave. Axel Kai. I mean, he's been on the main team. I mean, Axel Kai. Fidel Barajas is about to leave. But he's still there for now, so I guess it counts. Other than that, there's your answer. '56th minute. 56th minute. One, uno. I'd say Costa Rica Paraguay is pretty much over when it comes down to '57th minute. Playing forward is Brazil. Brazil, good clearance by Colombia, but not far enough. Andres Pereira. '57th minute. James Rodriguez holding the ball. That's a free kick for Brazil. Do you think Atlanta fans are depressed? They ain't happy. I can tell you that much, but they know they're pretty much trash, but that's just simple. I don't think Brazil is going to get stomped out, and I don't think Costa Rica is going to score anymore. So we'll leave the Costa Rica game. It's done. I mean, yeah, they may win, but I think it's not. There's nothing to watch. There's no reason to watch the rest of it. Just follow the score. I think there's no reason to watch the rest of it, to be honest. They needed to have a clean sheet anyway, and they basically stalled out offensively since like the 7th minute. So really, Brazil, Colombia are going to advance. It's just a question if Brazil beats Colombia, shot past the post, and goes through as the winner of the group, or if Colombia gets a result or wins and goes through as the winner, depending with 7 or 9 points. So that's pretty much where we are at this point, I think. So I think we can just stick and watch this. Atlanta season, they pretty much know they're retooling on the fly this season, whatever for Atlanta, whatever happens. And they still beat Toronto. It's sad. SKC finally don't concede. Not surprised. 60th minute, past the hour mark. 1-1, uno. But, yeah, Costa Rica, I think, is eliminated. I don't think they'll get enough goals. They couldn't have allowed one. I think allowing one pretty much ruins it. I don't think Brazil's going to get stomped out in the next 30 minutes either. So I think we could call it. In my opinion, I think we could call it. Brazil, Colombia will advance. I mean, Colombia already advanced, but Brazil will be the team that advances, the final team to advance out of the group stage. The question is do they win the game and win the group, or does Colombia get a result or win the game and win the group? That is your question. That's what we're here to find out. I think Costa Rica's done. Stick a fork in them. I think they're done. Stick a fork in them. They're done, in my opinion. Supercopa de la Liga MX was a Club America win. Okay. On the 30th. There you go. Chivas just signed Henry Martin. No way. No way. No way. That's not true. Playing forward to the 62nd minute. I thought you were. Yeah, because why would you get rid of Quinones and Henry? Yeah, I figured, but still maybe have to check. They probably will. "62nd minute. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. And "62nd minute. SKC don't even have a good team. Commentators versus Austin said SKC are being stagnant this year. There have been stagnant transfer windows. Their last major signing was 2019 Polito. This is true. Well, no, you could say Remy Voltaire, Eric Tommy. Give them that. Probably Carly Lloyd. Let me guess. Carly Lloyd went and said that. Colombia's playing well. 63rd minute. But it was still a big signing. So for me, that counts. Wasn't a big fee, but it was still a big signing for their team. Sometimes getting a player for free is a big signing. Like, I don't know, maybe Lorenzo Insigne, or at least in theory it was. Cleared away. Good catch back for that to be a corner for Brazil. Davinson Sanchez got back as quick as he needed to. 64th minute. Chivas had a big signing. Was the opposite of GOAT. Whoa, yeah, worst of all time. Yep, that's the opposite. What do you know of St. Louis's new DP? He played for St. Pauli. That's what I know. He played for FC St. Pauli. That's what I know. Looks like a good player. I gotta say, looks like a good player. Goal kick. I agree with that. But they won't do that. They need to fire Vermees before they do that. I don't think Vermees is going to do that. Yeah, very good finishing back then. I think he lost it for America because they wanted him to be more of a playmaker, which that's what they needed at the time, to be honest. Because, I mean, they have Mibomba being the good goal scorer. And, hey, if Quinones can score, that's great. But I think they wanted him more as a, what's it called? Playmaker. Yeah, it's not a good season for St. Louis. It's sad to see Bradley Carnell go. I'm not too happy about that. I think they should have just let him have the rest of the season because it's not really his fault. They sucked. It's more of the injuries, but they had to blame somebody. It's easier to blame the manager, you know. And yeah, their numbers were going down, but it is what it is. 66th minute for Toronto. Toronto versus Orlando's tomorrow. And I will also, earlier in the day, do the Copa America knockout predictions and quarterfinal recap or group stage recap. So basically, about 4 o'clock, 4:30, I'll have it uploading by 4, I think. But you have about 2 hours to watch the predictions and recap before the Toronto stream starts. And then I'll do a Toronto RSR. And then we got Argentina versus Ecuador Thursday. We got Canada versus Venezuela on Friday. Saturday, we're doing a Toronto game. That's that because I was going to do a double for the Copa semi and the Forge game. So we're going to leave it as just Toronto on Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to do St. Louis, I think. So maybe it is next Sunday that's Domingo Futbolero, but I will do the St. Louis game on Sunday. So there you go. Euros is a couple of days off. There's no Copa tomorrow. There's a day off in between this and the quarters. There's a day off, and there's 2 days off for the Euros. Actually, wait. I think their quarters start on Friday. Their quarters start on Friday because they're playing 2 a day. So they have 2 days off in the quarters of Copa or Euros. For some reason, Copa's playing 1 on Thursday, 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, which makes no sense. And I'm not doing any quarters for the Euros. We'll do the semis and final. There's no Copa tomorrow. Now I'm doing St. Louis versus I'm doing St. Louis on Sunday, Toronto on Saturday and Wednesday. Right now, Colombia will be playing Panama on Saturday. Uruguay will be playing Brazil. Crossed in. Header. Saved by Alisson, 69th minute. That's rare. You know what? I can see it. St. Louis versus Colorado. Well, there you go. Oh, the 21st is the Domingo Futbolero I'm going to do. That makes sense. Yeah, it's the 21st. Going into the All-Star game and all that. Well, there you go. Okay, well, there you go. And I think it's Pumas Pachuca. That's the one I'm doing. So that'll be the 21st. Yeah, because 14 didn't sound right. They have an MLS game this Sunday, then the finals on Sunday, then the 14th, then the 21st. Yeah, okay, there we go. Brazil Uruguay is on Saturday. They don't play. There's no Copa games tomorrow. There's a day off. Then Thursday's Argentina and Ecuador. Friday's Canada versus Venezuela. Saturday is Brazil versus Uruguay. Colombia versus Panama. There's no Euros tomorrow either. There's just MLS. There's only MLS. So no Copa tomorrow. No. If there was, it would be a double at the very least. Well, actually, I'm not doing a double on Saturday either, but, you know, besides, Brazil's playing today. How would they play tomorrow? Well, there's MLS tomorrow, but how would they play tomorrow if they're playing today? This ain't some sort of 7-on-7 tournament. That's crazy. MLS is awesome, damn it. I mean, I agree, but... yeah, who's playing right now? 71st minute. Risklander, be smart. I wonder if he played hockey as a kid. I wonder if he got George Perost. I don't know. Going to any Leagues Cup games? No. 72nd minute, 2 subs. Savio coming on for Brazil in the 72nd minute for the All-Star game. Honestly, Piojo Alvarado should start. Henry Martin should start. Quinones won't be there, of course. In goal, I'm going to go Gonzalez. Since Rangel is hurt. And of course, as well, Malagon's hurt as well. Let's go Rodriguez. The back four, Moso, Salcedo, if they call him up, which they probably, I don't know if they would. Savio's on for Brazil. And João Gomes finally is off for Ederson, the midfielder. So the goalkeeper, the midfielder. But not for, he does hate Douglas Luiz. Damn, he does hate Douglas Luiz. 73rd minute. Arteaga, Chiquete. Not starting over Rondon. Oh, fair enough. That's true. You know, I believe that. I can believe that. Yeah. Actually, I could believe that. Honestly, go to Inter versus Tigres. Unless it's your own damn wedding, go to Inter versus Tigres. Dude. Like, that's a big game. That's a game that I will be covering because I'd be stupid not to. But, dude, if it's not your own damn wedding, or, I don't know, maybe, oh, I don't know. Your brother could understand. If you have a brother, your brother might understand. If it's your sister, we'll see. But if it's not your family, actually, I'll put it like this. If it's not your wedding or a wedding of your family members, seriously, might as well. This is why we don't. You certainly don't do fall weddings, but you also don't do. If you're going to do it during a football season, do it during the international break. You know. Certainly don't do fall weddings, though. 74th minute. If it's not your wedding or your family's, go to the game. It's one of your boys, I think they'd understand. 74th minute. I would think they'd understand. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's your brother's. Well, you have to go now. Yeah, you have to go. You have to go. You have to go. That sucks. You have to go. I'm doing really good, though. I'm doing amazing. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Canada's doing well. Toronto's trying to piss me off, but it ain't working. It didn't work last year. I wasn't depressed last year, but I certainly won't be this year. Everything's going well. Everything's going very well. I'm very happy. Rafael Santos Borre coming on for Colombia, and Matheus coming on. Richard Rios coming off, but everything's going amazing, swimmingly. So, John Cordoba coming off as well. Mateus Uribe's on. Used to play for America. But, yeah, we great. We great. I believe it. How many games remaining? Well, they are, so I don't even know why you're asking. How many games remaining until TFC goes into the Leagues Cup? That would be 4. 4, I think. We played Montreal for our last league game before the Leagues Cup. I think it's 4. 2 this week, next weekend, and the Saturday after. 4. I think we don't have another midweek. Oh, wait, 5 because we play Forge. That's our other midweek is we play Forge in the Canadian Championship. But 4 in the MLS, 1 in Can Champ. It's a 5. Actually, so yeah, it is 5. But 4 league games. Thank you. Start Bernadeschi. He's a Cholos player now. Well, there you go. He went to Qatar. CONCACAF needs to boycott CONMEBOL tournaments. They won't, though. Honestly, CONCACAF makes CONMEBOL more money. And they need money. You think there's a reason why they're playing in the USA. There's a reason. There's a reason. I saw that. Yep, he got suspended for the first leg in November of the Nations League quarters. Yes, I saw that. Deserved, in my opinion. It is pretty stupid, though, that he gets to play friendlies. Yeah, we saw that. There will be some Olympic games that I do, but that's in the morning, though. They're never playing against the Leagues Cup. That's in the morning because they're in Paris. But there will be some Olympic games I do. Not as many as I wanted, but there will be some I do. But they're different tournaments. Yeah, but money makes the world go round, son. Money makes the world go round. Who would win Leagues Cup? You'll have to wait for my predictions for that one. There's no rigged things. Well, if it's not rigged, America or Pachuca. If it is tipped, the scales are tipped. I don't think it'd be Miami, but we'll find out. Playing forward is Brazil. They're holding on to a 1-1 draw. I might get heat for this, but Copa America is better than the Euros. Hey, if you like a war zone, if you like Fight Club, yeah, it is. If you like Fight Club, yeah, it is. And you have a shit sleep schedule, yeah, you do. If you like tactics, you like the Euros, but I like both. I like both. There's portions of me that likes both. Let's be honest. I love the tactics of the Euros, but I love the war zone of Copa America, even if the reffing sucks. Works for me. Yeah, because we got to play Red Bulls then Pachuca. I don't know. We just got slapped up by the Red Bulls. That was less than a month ago. We got to play them again in a month, pretty much, from then. There ain't no way. And then we'd have to play Pachuca. I know they lost Eric Sanchez, but they still have Almada, at least for now. I have no hope. Zero. Like, if we don't get a result against Red Bulls, unlike last year, I'm going to admit we're done. If we don't get a result against Red Bulls, and even then, we probably have to win the penalty shootout too. Mind you, we probably would have to win the penalty shootout too. We have to get a draw and win the penalty shootout against Red Bulls if we want any chance of getting out of the group. If we don't do that, and that's the first game, we're done. We're done. We're done. It's just like the Outlaw situation. Hopefully this time it's not 5-0 to Red Bull. Carrascal's coming on for Colombia. I'm being generous. Probably. I have no hope. I have zero hope. If we were still playing well, James Rodriguez is coming off. If we were still playing well, like a month ago or pre-international break, I'd be like, okay, we might have a chance. The way we're playing right now, we have to have a quick turn in form. Quick. Like, we have to just dominate everybody we play, or at least 4 out of the 5 games we play until we play that tournament. If we don't, or don't get anybody worth a damn during the early part of that transfer window, and we don't get a draw against Red Bulls and win the shootout, we're done. Or if we beat Red Bulls, great. That'll probably do it. I don't think Red Bulls will beat Pachuca either. I'm not saying we are shit, but honestly, deep down, we are shit. But I don't think Red Bulls are good enough to beat Pachuca anyway. And I honestly don't think they'd win a shootout against Pachuca anyway. So, you know what? And I think we play them, and then Red Bulls plays Pachuca. So we'll know. We'll know what we have to worry about before that game gets played. Who's on your bracket side? Well, we're in the group. Let's deal with freaking Pachuca and Red Bulls first. 82nd minute. I have more hope against Red Bulls, but it ain't much. Well, there's a round of 30. Oh, you're talking about this. No, it doesn't, because there's only 16 teams. Technically, the group stage is. 82nd minute. Give me a short second. We're back. 82nd minute. There was a round of 16. Both USA and Mexico would advance. Yeah, because that means everybody would play a round of 16 game. That'd be crazy. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's great. I mean, it's not as bad as Pachuca. It technically gets better. It technically gets more winnable. Oh, by the way, I think we play Miami in the next couple of weeks before the tournament anyway. So, yay. Toronto 2018. Columbus 20. This is not in order, but this is best 5. Toronto 2018, Columbus 2023 or 2024, Leon 2023. Ooh, I don't want to say Toronto 2012. The way that ended was just not. No. Shot over the bar. Public could cause an upset, get Toronto next round. Well, I'd rather have that. Tigres 2020. It was still an amazing run. I don't care what you think. It was still an amazing run. It was still an amazing run. So there you go. I don't care. I still love that run. I mean, yeah, it's still an open wound, but I still love that run, crazily enough. Stockholm Syndrome, I guess. I don't know. 84th minute, 1-1. Let's see what the score is during Paraguay, Costa Rica. Nothing has happened yet. It's in the 90th minute. Pachuca 2024 is in there as well. I will agree with that. Pachuca 2024 and Columbus 2024 in there. Leon 2023, Pumas 2022, Toronto 2018. Those are the 5. And 3 of those teams lost it. Monterrey 2019 wasn't even Yeah, they beat SKC 10-2, but SKC sucks. Monterrey 2019 was It was I'm not really too I mean, it was a good run, but I wouldn't say it was all time. It was just like, oh, Monterrey has a horseshoe up their ass, like always. Horseshoe up their ass, like always. Because they always found a way to win it, except for this year. '85th minute. Still 1-1, 1-1. Nice. Douglas Luiz coming on for Brazil. Finally, 5 minutes. Wendell and Bruno Guimaraes are off for Endrick and Douglas Luiz. Brazil going for the win. Cruz Azul might beat the hell out of Philadelphia. I think they will. 86th minute. How much stoppage time do we have in Costa Rica, Paraguay? Let me go find out. But it's still 2-1 over there. 6 minutes of stoppage time. They're halfway through. So their final whistle will blow when the stoppage time of Brazil, Colombia starts. Right about before. If I'm Panama, would you rather face Brazil or Colombia? I would say Brazil. 87th minute. Toronto has 16 back-to-backs next year in the NHL. Jesus Christ. I think that's one of the worst. Actually, 16. That actually, I think, is the worst amount. That's the highest amount. That's the highest amount. 87th minute. $87 minutes, 1-1, uno. 5 Amazon Prime games I saw, the Habs. Yes, they can. Wait, there's going to be games on Amazon Prime? Like, in the USA. NHL games on Amazon Prime. How many Leafs? I mean, I do have Amazon Prime Video, so I'm fine with that. $32 games of Leafs season will be back-to-backs. 40% of their season is a back-to-back. I'm just glad we have an all-star for the first time in 4 years. Monday night games. Canada 2-0, memes Wela. That's a little bit disrespectful. Monday night games. So Monday night NHL games are on Amazon Prime. I would hope the Leafs are on there at some point. Shit, that'd be nice. Hey, maybe we'll go live for one of those. I don't know. Prediction for Group B. Chivas Earthquakes. Chivas finishes first. Galaxy second. Earthquakes third. You think the Earthquakes have a chance? You're out of your mind. I mean, me too. But I think they can. There's a chance. 89th minute. Costa Rica, Paraguay hitting the last seconds of the game. 2-1, 2-1. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And winnable, but awesome. I'm down with that. It's better than Arsenal. I'm down with that. 30 seconds left in regular time of the Brazil-Colombia game. Canada and Panama pulling the strings for CONCACAF. Who would have thought? Not us. Not us. 96th minute. Let's see if they blow the whistle for Costa Rica, Paraguay. No, not yet. MLS versus A-League. That'd be cool too, but of course, 2 shots, 2 goals. And it's full time. Costa Rica, Paraguay is over. It's 2-1. 2-1. That does not help Costa Rica, but they got 3 points. Good for them. They could have scored more. They didn't. 90 minutes. How much stoppage time of this Brazil game? So now it is full. Now it is confirmed. The winner of this game wins the group. Or if it's a draw, Colombia wins the group. But both these teams are advancing. The question is, over these next 5 minutes, does Brazil get a winner? Does Colombia get a winner? Or, well, if they hold on, they win the group. That is a cool keeper shirt, though. That pink shirt, that is pretty cool. I didn't see that in MLS. But, whatever. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Good. Send him to Vegas. We can probably get, I don't know, Petrangelo back. That would be great. I'll be with that. I think Canada can win. Honestly. They play the right guys, yeah. Venezuela's good, but Canada's good too. It's not like it's impossible, but Costa Rica will not advance. That is known. The question, well, now we know that advancing is Brazil and Colombia. There's just 4 minutes to decide, will Brazil win the game and win the group, or will Colombia hold a draw or win and win the group? That's what we're going to learn in the next 5 minutes. But Colombia and Brazil have advanced. Avanzada de la Brasil y Colombia. Costa Rica y Paraguay eliminado, as we know. Is Carrasquilla available for Colombia? I think he is. Best player the Devils signed. I would say New Jersey Devils. I would say Tomasz Tatar. 1 year, $1.8 million. I would say Tomasz Tatar, to be honest. Panama beats Colombia. Could have got your Brazil shirt. No. 93rd minute. I just realized Sheldon Keefe's your coach now, too. Have fun with that. I mean, Brett Pesce's good, too. Brett Pesce, Tomasz Tatar. I mean, they made some good signings. Leafs have 6 Monday prime games. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Pesce as well. I still like Tomasz Tatar, though. What about your All-Ollie shirt? I don't have one. 93rd minute, 1-1, 1-1. But, yeah, Pesce and Tatar. We'll go with that. Scoreline, 1-1, 1-1. Both teams advance. As of now, Colombia would win the group, though. Brazil has to go for the win. Group E looks kind of boring. Well, I mean, I don't blame you. '94th minute. But dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb in both cases. I think the U.S. is dumber, but they're both dumb. 94th minute. Brazil crosses in. Could they get a last-minute winner? No, they do not. Well, we're still waiting. Why are they keeping Berhalter? Because they're idiots, my friend. They are idiots. They are idiots. Utah opening night game versus Chicago. Take Brazil over Colombia. Unlucky draw for Panama. Would you take a Toronto Leagues Cup trophy over Canada Copa América? I think Toronto's going to win the Canadian Championship, so they don't need the Leagues Cup. It would be nice if they got, I would take Canada Copa. That's something that may not happen again. They may not ever have the chance again. You got to go for it. You got to go for it. I think Toronto's still going to make Champions Cup by winning Canadian Championship anyway, so I pretty much just said, if you can't beat the Red Bulls or get the penalty shootout win, you ain't got a chance. So, there you go. He's an idiot. He's blind. He's on angel dust. The man is on angel dust if he thinks he could lead the USMNT to the World Cup and actually do good in it. The man's on angel dust. The man is on angel dust. 95th minute. 95 minutes. Headed away. Headed away. Corner. Full time. Full time. Full time. 1-1. Esta noche 1-1. Colombia wins the group. Draws the match. Wins the group, draws the match. Brazil draws, finishes second, but they're pissed. They are pissed. But Colombia wins the group with a draw. Brazil are eliminated. Or not eliminated, but they runner-up. My bad. They're the runners-up. But, yes, that'll be around 5 o'clock. They'll come out around 5 o'clock. Then I'll be live for the Toronto match. It'll be uploading, but 4:30, 5 o'clock, it'll be up, that video. So with that being said, Colombia and Brazil advance to the quarterfinals. 8 teams are left. Brazil, last team to qualify out of the 8. Colombia had already qualified, but we know Brazil and Colombia have qualified. Costa Rica and Paraguay are eliminated. Eliminado de la Costa Rica y Paraguay. Commiserations, Costa Rica and Paraguay. Felicidades, Brazil y Colombia. Congratulations to Brazil and Colombia for advancing. And now we have our final 8. With that being said, If you like the stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match. And there you go. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See ya.